NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Tannehill. They'll say it's incomplete.
Well, for the Titans in 2023, they figure to be a team that battles for a division title. At least that's what it looks like from my vantage point, Charles. What do you think needs to go right for them to win the AFC South?
I think some retooling, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And when you start with the offensive line, their pride and joy, they've got to rebuild that part of the team, because that's the engine that makes their offense run. Everything comes off the fact that their offensive line usually controls the line of scrimmage.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver,
but it's going to be 2nd down.
In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Yeah, good for 19 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
And this one too low.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, They missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Kill. 93.
Now Carr. There's Chris Olave. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st down, Carr. And this one is incomplete. Try to get that one to Chris Olave. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Again, it's Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make
toward the sideline, intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to... once again at their own 25-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's got him in, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave,
75 yards.
And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Again, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch,
This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Levis to throw it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Warner getting the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Levis sets up to throw here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First,
and Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field.
That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Levis now on 1st and 10. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they wanted to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
A first down carry for Henry. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
In motion goes the tight end.
2nd down, here's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
A gain of 14. And the Titans first down.
Levis.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis.
It's complete to Hopkins. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Now Levis.
Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Levis.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
In motion, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Levis.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
One final shot before the half. Here's Levis.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing now is Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A throw out wide caught by Hopkins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 4. Back to throw, it's Levis.
They set up the screen for Henry. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An intercept.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Saints' 31-yard line.
In motion, Aguilar. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Levis back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me. The subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Levis looking to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, we get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they're going to speed things up here. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
On first down, Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
A second down throw from Levis. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And Levis going back to the air.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Levis throwing for it on fourth.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Play action. Now it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just...
Here's 2nd and 3.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
First and 10, it's Levis. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Levis to throw it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see.
That's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry from 6 yards away.
And the Titans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On play action, now Carr.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are right back in this football game.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Levis now on 1st and 10. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
First down, Titans.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Levis from the gun.
Complete. It's Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll throw it again with Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Out of all the tight ends selected in 2022, I don't think many had Okonkwo leading all rookie tight ends in receiving yards. Forced his way into the team's lineup as the season went on. The starting job, it's all his now.
The throw over the middle taken in. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here's Levis. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Levis to throw. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Henry.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Levis.
This is caught.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
Touchdown!
Chigakakwo taking it in. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Now a man picked up after 2 years in Detroit. It's Jamal Williams.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Express! Express! Express!
Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. To the right. It's no good. And they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here's 1st and 10. One final try here for Will Levis. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw it out.
This ball intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this